Good morning, Ajahn friends. My name is Tino, and so today our group represents Naitonbury Beach Resort, Phuket. Well, before we start, let's start with some brief explanations of our company. So Naitonbury Beach Resort is a 4-star resort located in the north sides of Phuket. We have about 450 rooms, and we have a full facilities resort because we do have restaurants, there's pool, fitness center, game room, and everything you can think of. Our company, our business is just like the other business in the tourist industry that we affected by the COVID-19 global pandemic a lot. That's why all the projects and plans and some of the campaigns need to be postponed or some of it need to be canceled. But this project, Naipa project, Villa project, is one of the projects that we can't cancel or can't even postpone. So we try our best to make this possible. That's why we're here today to asking for the loan improvements. So let's turn to the project. So Naipa project we built on our own land, which is located in about each sides of our property, and it's a hilltop, as you can see from the pictures. There are lots of high-rise trees. That's why we plan to build a bird nest villa. So bird nest villa is a villa that is in top of the high-rise trees. That's why you'll be able to see the oceans from there. But we're not gonna build only the 12 villa, but we also gonna build a 200-seat restaurant as well, because we need to do some risk management here. Because if one day we doesn't have a customer from the villa part, we still make money for the restaurant part as well. So let's move to the timeline. Okay, so expected to start by the beginning of the next month, and so as soon as possible. And we will probably launch by 2 years after we've done all the constructions and plan and marketing and all kind of things. So at that time, we hoped all the COVID-19 were probably gone by then, because right now we do have vaccines and all kind of things. So the tourists probably able to come to our country by the end of the 2 years. So the plans to done by then. So we confidentially believe that we'll be able to pay you back by 5 years, because this project is very potential. So we hope that you guys approve our project.
For the future plan, our project plans to take a loan for 80 million baht by dividing a loan into 2 parts, which is 30 million baht for 1 restaurant and 50 million baht for 12 villas. In this part, we use pivot table to calculate the total expense amount and display as a pie chart and slicers, as it is the easiest way to compare a loan. Establishment or loan period. Right now, our present value is 80 million baht with the interest rate 7.5% per year. We decided to pay a loan in monthly installment for 5 years. So in order to calculate monthly payment, we need rate per month, which is 0.625%. Number of period is 60. Present value is 80 million baht, and future value is 0. So monthly payment is approximately 1.6 million baht. Annual payment is around 19 million baht by multiplying monthly payments with 12, and the total return amount for 5 years is to multiply monthly payment with number of period, which is 60. So it will be around 96 million baht, including interest rate. And as you can see in the table, there are 60 periods with the equal monthly in every single month. And for the interest and principal payment, we need the same formula as monthly payment, but we add the number of present period. And finally, the balance begins with 80 million baht and ends up with 0 at the 60th period.
And for income statements, everyone knows that nowadays the COVID-19 pandemic is very bad. It affects business around the world. So the income that we will get will change a lot. For the currently income source come from restaurant and rooms. Let's start with the restaurants. In normal situations, the restaurant revenue is 80,000 baht revenue per night. But in the COVID-19 pandemic, the revenue per night decreased to 8,000 baht, which is 10 times for normal situations. For the revenue of rooms, we have two types of rooms, which are standard and deluxe. The price per night in the following are 2,000 baht and 2,500 baht. And for the room occupancy, the number in normal and pandemic situations are very different. For deluxe room occupancy, in normal is 135 rooms, but in pandemic is 4 rooms. And for the standard room occupancy, the normal is 203 rooms, but in pandemic is 6 rooms. And next slide, please. For normal income analysis, we have a total for normal income analysis, we have total income of 2 types of rooms and also have the fixed cost, including staff, and variable cost, which is food and beverage, internet, electricity, and water. For the number of total per day, we use a sum functions to calculate out of the cost, which is 623,416.8 baht. For total in monthly, we multiply by 15 because we only get this capacity on average for around half a month, and the result is almost 9.5 millions. We also have a total in annually, which is a total monthly multiplied by 12 that you can see in the slide. The dividend of income during a normal situation is 80%. And for the net income, we use this function to calculate, which is equal income per year minus income per year multiplied by dividends. The result is almost 22.5 millions. Moreover, we also use scenario summary for comparing normal income and pandemic income for easy to calculate and understand.
Talk about market analysis. First, what is a market analysis? This is a quantitative and qualitative assessment of a market, which looks into customer buying patterns. And this the information about the average spending by each nation at the hotel. The first column, which is the column B in the Excel, is about nationality. The next column is the number of days that each nation spend at our hotel. The next column is about the average amount of money that each nation spend during staying in the hotel. And the last column is a price after discount. And discount for our hotel is for Thai resident only at the rate of 10% discount. And the reason for giving 10% discount for Thai resident is that we want Thai people to travel more in our own country. And in the top right corner is the if function, whether they will get the discount or not. If their nation is displayed as Thai, then we get 10% discount. However, if they are not Thai, they won't get any discount. And from the table, Russian is the nation that has the highest average spending at our hotel. In the second place is Korean. On the other hand, Australian has the lowest average spending here. Next slide, please. The next slide is the number of nights by nations. The information in this slide is quite similar with the previous one. But in this slide, we categorize the number of nights into each category, as you can see in the above table. 0 to 6 is categorized as less than a week. 7 to 13 is categorized as a week. 14 to 20 is categorized as 2 weeks. 21 to 30 is categorized as a month. 31 and above is categorized as more than a month. And in order to categorize this data into each group, we use a VLOOKUP function. And if you look in the second table, you'll notice that 50% of nations spend less than a week at the hotel. 30% spend only a week. Korean is the nation that spent 2 weeks. And Russian is the only nation that spent a month at the hotel. And we use data visualization to show clearly information, as you can see in the middle column in the second table. And this is a graph showing the average night by nations using graphical analysis.
Nathan, I think I can't hear your voice,ครับ. I'm not sure what's wrong with your microphone. Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
All right. You want me to start from the previous slide again?
Yes, please.
All right. Okay, so now let's look at the estimated income after the Villa Zone is finished. We predicted that after the COVID-19 pandemic, we will at least have the same amount of guests as a normal situation. Also, we have predicted that the 10 villas will be occupied throughout the year. After all the calculations of the expected cost and revenue, we will have income of around 146 million baht per year. And the new zone is expected to increase the income by 33 million baht per year. The revenue of the new zone is accounted for around 20% of the total revenue. Moreover, we decided to pay more dividend as a compensation for the loss of 2 years during the pandemic situation. So we used GoSeek to find the most percent of dividend that we could issue and still have enough to pay for the loan. According to GoSeek function, we could increase the issuance of dividend payment to our shareholders by 6%, which increased our dividend payment to 86%. Now let's look at the data from previous years and continuing with the prediction of the further years. We operated normally during the year of 2018 and 2019. However, during 2020, COVID-19 pandemic started and resulted in a huge net loss and is expected to continue in the year of 2021. According to different news, by 2022, everything would be back to normal and we would have all the vaccines. So we'll be ready for the tourists that are coming back, especially with our new zone ready to operate. And we estimated that it would increase our profit by 33 million baht per year. And we would have enough fund to compensate the dividend payment during the pandemic situation and could still pay for the loan. Now I'll show you guys the Excel file. So here's our timeline. We use the date function. And here's where we created a pivot table and the pie chart and a slicer to display the project expense. We also made another version in the dashboard version 2. For financial function, we use PMT to find monthly payment, and also we use amortization table, which we use IPMT and PPMT over here. So this is where we have our data of like our customers by nation, and we look up to categorize them, and also we use these visualizations as well. We also created a graph out of the table too. And here's our scenario. So in the scenario, we change the occupancy of the room and the revenue, the estimated revenue. So as you can see, we also created a pie chart over here if that would change according to the scenario. here, so we can see the revenue sources in different scenarios. So, and here's the scenario summary that show it in 3 different scenarios: pandemic situation, normal situation, and after pandemic. So I have used these scenarios to be the estimations of each year's over here, and I think that would be it. Thank you for listening.